Okay, am I set?
When you're ready.
Alrighty. There's 6.5 million individuals that are unemployed here in America, and yet there's 9.5 million open jobs. What's going on?
This is Parminder, a social entrepreneur who's on a mission to reinvent the way we do higher education in our country.
What is being taught in the schools today is very different than what is needed in the workplace. We're just in a new age.
She's built a new kind of marketplace that could offer a more direct path for learners to find meaningful employment.
There is so much untapped potential in the workforce.
Specifically, the 65 million people who are considered working learners.
That's why we work with some of the world's largest employers to design courses that help these learners build their skill sets specific to a job.
But she's not building it from scratch. She's found a familiar infrastructure to do it with.
Community colleges.
Oh, interesting.
No other organization is better positioned than the public community colleges in the United States. That's the future.
If this works, could the US be looking at an entirely new pathway for every person to reach the jobs they want?
This is Stand Together Presents. Stories, ideas, and advice from changemakers tackling our biggest challenges.
There you go. Parminder interview, take one, Mark.
My name is Parminder, and I'm the CEO and founder of Unmudl after graduating from high school in Punjab, India. My credentials were accepted at the community college here in the United States. The way I grew up, I was a working learner.
Wait. Before we keep going, what exactly is a working learner?
That's a good question. Simply said, a working learner is someone who is working and learning simultaneously.
So people with things like families and full-time jobs who are also taking classes. Got it.
Higher education, if you rewind even 50 years ago, it was really for an elite class. It doesn't work for working learners who are juggling so much more than most of us. Essentially, you can't catch up.
And this got Parminder thinking. What if there was a better way to serve the 65 million working learners who just can't take off 4 years from work to attend a traditional university?
The design to be able to serve a working learner is a very different design.
With this in mind, Parminder gathered a team and created an online marketplace where individuals can learn new skills quickly.
You can buy what you need when you need it. Why can't you do that with higher education? We made it possible through Unmudl Skills to Jobs Marketplace.
All right, but how does it actually work?
Think of a menu where you can order things a la carte. In that same way, depending upon your goal, pick what you want, you build it, you stack it together.
That way people can mix and match courses from this large network of community colleges, meaning for learners who can't go to a traditional college, they now have access to hundreds of schools with a single click of a button, and they can pick the courses that match where they are in their educational journey.
Let's focus, for example, on one of our working learners. Scott grew up tinkering with cars, fixing things here and there, but he was already working.
At a job that he didn't find fulfilling, by the way.
He was also looking around and going, there is a job over there. That looks really interesting. They're working with equipment, robots. They're fixing things. They're tinkering. So Scott came to us, simply took 2 mechatronics courses that were developed in conjunction with Amazon, so they're directly applicable to the job.
Scott was able to complete his course in a matter of months and land an interview with Amazon.
And I'm so incredibly pleased. Scott got the job. Now he's working on a specialty called controls. Is it just all about the working learner?
But Parminder says that this is much more than just a new form of online learning.
We get to work with some of the world's largest employers and design very job or role-specific courses because companies, they need talent. And if they don't find the talent, they're unable to grow. We ask how many numbers do they need of electricians or computer programmers or data scientists, when they need them? How long is the training? We shared this information back to the infrastructure of almost 1,000 community colleges in real time who provide access to labs and experts, building a very seamless and quick bridge into the jobs that exist today and for the future.
Which may have the potential to reinvigorate the whole community college system.
So it ends up being really a win-win situation. The companies that we work with, they're investing in the community to be able to staff up. And what I love about Scott's path is, as a working learner, he took what he already loved, turned it into a job. He can now be in a happier place, a place of self-worth.
Solutions like Parminder's Marketplace offer a new bridge between education centers and employers.
We need to be looking at the future of jobs as we build the education of today. And if we keep isolating employers and companies from working learners, this skills gap, it's just going to grow wider. There is so much untapped potential in the community college and technical college infrastructure in the United States. But even beyond that, when you start thinking about the future of jobs, the future doesn't matter if you don't have people in it. So if we can ensure that every American has access to the education that they need, we can ensure better, higher quality lives and a better America.
Stand Together partners with changemakers tackling our biggest challenges. To see more stories, follow our channels. And to learn more about how you can partner with us, go to standtogether.org.